Hi everybody, back at you with another video. My name is John of JWH Millinery and today we are going to be working with jute, fabric, nothing else. So if you want to see how I made this, keep on watching. First of all, we're going to block this jute cape line. Now this is a natural twisted jute cape line from Petersham's and it's really easy to block. Make sure it's nice and taut around the edges and then just use stiffener as you would usually use. Leave it to dry and it's perfectly fine. What I have done here, as you can see, I am blocking it on half of the cape line because there is plenty enough still to block another one or use it for something else. Once that is blocked and dried, I went ahead and wired it on the outside. So I wired it on the outside just to keep that shape because we are going to be working quite heavily with the openings in the weave, so you do need it sort of sturdy enough to deal with that. We may need to reblock it once it's done, but hopefully not. So as you can see, it's blocked and it's wired, and I've wired it on the outside of the edge, so you'll be able to see that there, just like that. And I've left some enough to sort of like, just if we have to reblock it, it will just hold that, it'll just push it out just a little bit further. And then what I've taken is I've already pre-cut my fabric into strips, so I've cut it into, say, maybe between 1 and 2 centimeter wide. And what I'm going to do is I'm starting in the middle, so I've already kind of put one here just to test. And so I'm going to start in the middle, and what I want to do is I want to make an ombre. So in the middle is going to be kind of an even split of colour, and as it goes up it's going to be one colour, and as it goes down it's going to be another colour. So we can actually start seeing, we can say, for example, we'll do yellow at the top, for example. So as we go up, there'll be less blue in each of the rows, and as we go down, there'll be less yellow in each row. So I have got myself a little bit of hat elastic. So this is a very thin hat elastic. I did try it with a thicker elastic and it didn't work. So just so you can see the comparison there. So I'm using the thinner one and fold it in half to kind of make a loop. I wouldn't put a knot in this because that might just make the holes a little bit large and things will fall out. So I'm just folding it in half, making a tiny little loop. You might want some little embroidery scissors or a knitting needle or something just to poke holes. I also have these needle nose pliers, so they could work as well. And I'm going to, first of all, poke a hole where I want to put my hat elastic in, just like so. So you can see, where is it, on the inside. And then the next hole across, I'm going to poke a hole. Ooh. And I'm going to push that, so hold on to the elastic on the outside. I'm just going to thread that through. And pull it out the other side. So you're going to have, if I just move that out of the way, like that. And then just thread some of your fabric through that loop. and just pull it through until you've got just a little bit coming through. Take your elastic out and just pull on one of the sides and just make sure it's even. Now it is quite tight, so you won't need to knot it. However, if you want to knot it, feel free. I am not going to knot that. Actually, it's not even a knot, it's just more of just a slight tie. So let me just do one just to show you. Just like that. So I'm just going to zoom in and then I'm going to do this again so you can actually see in more clearer detail what I'm doing. Right, so you'll be able to see there, you have the ends here, and then the next one across, you've got the loop. So then, I'm just gonna thread that through and just pull until that's through. Pull your loop out and then just pull on one side and just even it out, just like that. So I'm going to go ahead and just do one half just so you can see exactly what it's going to look like. It's the next day and so yesterday I spent about 6 hours doing this, and this is as far as I've got. So as you can see, not a lot filled out. However, I really like how it looks here at the bottom. So what I'm thinking of doing is maybe putting a bit more navy here and maybe going to just this section at the top, because obviously if you look it kind of goes down here, so just filling out this top bit with the yellow and leaving this bit, this flat bit clear, as well as this bit at the bottom. What I also went ahead and made was this tulle. So this is just a piece of wire, so bit of millinery wire, covered millinery wire, bent in half. And what this will do, in fact, if I show you on, something like this, you'd go in and through, and thread. Do I have? Yes, I do. So you'd thread a bit of fabric, so just like that, and pull it through, and there you've got, and then just tie that off, just like this, and just pull like that. So I'm going to carry on with this. What I'm also going to do is I will edge this edge here and edge this here, probably alternate. So I might do the front with a yellow edging. I'll see what it looks like. The black with the and the back with a navy edging. Then again, I might do it the other way around. I haven't quite figured this out yet, but it's quite dense as well. So, and if you look on the inside, you'll be able to see all the where it's tied off in the inside. So we might need to put a line in there. To be fair, it looks neat, so probably not. And that is the gardener. So I'm going to crack on with this while I listen to the gardener. Well, I finished this, so I did go ahead and I put the peach and ribbon on the front and the back as well. So I've put the navy, so I don't know if you can see that. So you've got the navy on the back and the yellow on the front there. I did decide not to fill out the back piece. I just think it looks really nice just the way it is. Thing, because jute is a very inexpensive blocking medium compared to, for example, like a straw, like a nice straw that retails, I know in Australia it retails for around about $45, whereas this, the equivalent would be maybe $10 to $15. So, and you get 2 out of this. Well, I suppose you could get 2 out of a paracycle as well. So yeah, this is race ready. I'm going to be the next few tutorials are all going to be sort of like racewear inspired pieces, so keep your eyes out for those. So this has been fun. I will see you in the next video. Remember to check out yesterday's live stream. That is now up to view. Hopefully the audio is a little bit better on that one. I've checked it and it's a little echoey, but not as bad as it usually is. All the materials, well, the materials for the jute will be listed below. The fabric, I've got no idea where I got these from, so I'll be able to list them. But the jute, I will list that in the description box below, as well as all my social media as well. Check out the link to Time Out's 7 things that you can do to help Black Lives Matter. That link is also in the description box below as well. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.